Hello, welcome back to Sunless Sea. We shall go some more east and discover more of the southern edges of the sea. Okay, so going through this channel here is going towards the presbyteros, wherever there is. Let's go fast. Let's just go fast. I don't want to battle as the merchant cruiser. Oh no, fire! You've pushed your engines too far, too fast. Sailors scream, flames rage. Heal the wounded, damn the flames. Do what you can. Yes! Bandaging the wounded, you save injured sailors, but the ship has suffered terribly. Oh no, lost 13 hull! It's all your fault. Go away. Leave me alone. Stupid Republican dreadnought. There. You lost me. You lost me. There. Okay. I've lost it. And what else is nearby? Oh, what the heck is that? It's a jellyfish. It's a big one. It's a big one. You see, the south is very dangerous. There's blue prophets, there's big ships like that, there's big jellyfishes. Oh, what is this? A spy walks the ship! No, track down the spy! I failed, no. I've lost a moose of the great game. Fine. Port. I've discovered Varchas. This is also a very interesting place, and you shall see in a moment. Port Erdon Mez. Look at the interesting pattern here. Okay. There's a special sound effect here. You hear that? The very subtle sound among the music. Very interesting, right? Varchas, the mirrored city where light was always the law. The burning white light of Varchas. The walled city of Varchas is a tangle of green vines and luminescent fungal flowers, slow blooming around mouldering stone. A quincunx of carved stepped towers rise over the walls and pour burning white light into the bleak sky. A rough shadowed path leads from the docks to the mirrored gates of Varchas. Two towering carved stone lamps throw their light on the angled mirrors, and a blue cloaked guard stands in the reflected pool of light. The city is a beacon against the tree-hushed, sprawling darkness of the elder continent. In the far distance, a vast mountain glimmers. I could choke on smell. It is overpowering sweet. It comes from the fungus growing wild all over the city stones. Or there's a sailor wave you over, or ask the guard a few questions. Or tell the guard you wish to enter. Oh, but first we can compile a port report. The Admiralty will want to know. The mirrored city and its glories. Tone down the details of the light and its brilliance. You don't want to inspire envy in the Admiralty staff. So what this city is these are mirrors. This is a city of mirrors. I could choke on the smell. The flowers have white waxy leaves which leave powdery traces on your fingers. The light coming from the city has the same camphorous quality, and the smell. Perfume worn too many days on the body. Unread books left to turn to ink-stained pulp. A garden drowned and rotting in still water. Those don't sound like pleasant smells. I could do this. The sailors wave you over. They are sitting on some upturned crates on the docks, playing a game with mirrored ships and stylized snakes made of bone. You're not thinking of going in there. The sailors gawk at you in unconcealed horror. They take turns telling you gruesome stories of Varchas, which they no doubt invented whole cloth. Some are convinced that the Varchas Sea renders sailors into tallow to light their city. Others say they steal shadows and sell them to their masters. All of them are convinced that they blind any strangers who dare to gaze too long upon their city's secrets. We're just waiting to be paid and then we're off, one of the sailors says, nervously fingering a mirror chip. I've only got one eye left and I like to keep it. Okay. I could ask the guard a few questions. Never a bad idea to gather a little intelligence before heading into unknown waters or cities, as the case may be. The blue cloak guard only acknowledges your existence when you step out of the darkness of the path and into the light from the lamps. Ah. At the mirrored gates, the guard stands in the middle of the pool of light, looking warily at the darkness beyond you. Up close, the guard's blue cloak is threadbare and mossy along the hem. A pattern of embroidered suns runs along the collar, but the gold thread is dull. The kohl around her eyes is smudged. Well, Tamas, she asked, are you going to ask your questions, or are you just going to stare? Her tone is brusque, but her expression is curiously eager. You do not think Varchas receives many visitors. Your name is not Tamas, you correct her politely. The guard looks scandalized and tries to stop her ears. All those who are not Varchasi are Tamas. You have been touched by darkness, and it has taken your name. She fixes you with an admonishing look and adds, it is very ill-mannered to pretend you still have one. You begin to see a little why Varchas is not often visited. It looks like you will have to get used to being called Tamas if you wish to enter. I could ask about the light. It all seems a bit wasteful, possibly even ostentatious. You must always walk in Mihir's light, so we burn our lamps night and day to banish darkness from the mirrored city. She tells you proudly, if we let darkness corrupt us, we will not be Varchasi any longer, but Tabas like you. You wonder, is that so terrible a fate? Her mocking laugh answers you even before her words do. Yes, it would be terrible indeed, Tabas. And before you ask, she adds, no, I do not have any desire to leave Varchas. The rest of Neath has fallen from Mihir's grace, and I have no wish to join them. Ask about her. Does she like her job? Does anyone? It's a great honor to guard the mirrored gates, she snaps defensively. She gestures to the edge of the pool of light illuminating her post. It is very dangerous. Even a small stumble and I could fall into the dark. Her voice goes thready. I would be banished from Mihir's grace. I would lose my name. That is why they only send the bravest outside the walls. Fair enough. Can ask about the city's customs. Best to know before you flout them. Easier to plan an escape route that way. Don't touch the mirrors. Don't even look into the mirrors, she says, her voice hard, and try very hard not to dream. Were you expecting something along the lines of don't murder anyone? Or only wear red on special occasions? Still, you nod and smile. I have no more questions. You are satisfied? Or perhaps the guard's voice is beginning to grate a little. It has a little on me. She looks a little disappointed, but does not try to engage you further. Good. Now I shall go in. Tell the guard you wish to enter. Well, what else are gates for, if not to go through? She makes a mark in her ledger before ringing a brass bell. The mirrors of the gates rearrange to give you space to pass, but never once allow shadow to touch the guard. Our ways are not yours, Tamas. Remember that, and walk in the light of Mihir. Yeah, nice. Now we're inside the city walls. Your eyes are blinded by the brilliance of the light. The verdant rot smell is even thicker. The heat of so much flame and reflected light presses oppressively against your skin. Your head pounds. It is a few minutes before your eyes adjust, and you can look around. Brass lamps and gilded sconces hang from every wall, and phosphorescent fungus grows moss-like upon doorways and ceilings. Cunningly arranged mirrors catch every droplet of light and diffuse it till each cobblestone and rampart of the city is drenched and blazing and utterly without shadow. Who do you speak to? Oh, there's a few options, I see. Or I could continue my explorations, sure. Time to venture further than the outer district. Wait, maybe not this yet. Let's try from the top. The firekeeper, dressed all in saffron, a pair of thick, fireproof gloves dangle from a silver chain at her waist. I'm too important to play guide to you, Thomas, she tells you before you even open your mouth. I'm the keeper of the Western Principal Mirror. She points up at the enormous multi-faced mirrors set atop each of the city's 5 towers. I'm only here because I'm looking for my idiot brother. He's probably busy pouring wine down some pretty, dark-eyed boy's throat in a tavern. Is it a matter of great urgency, you wonder? He's late for his lamp checks in the sacred district, is her terse reply, as she hurries away. If the Acne Hotry found out, he'd be lucky to end up like a lake dredger. An occurrence your Varchas, the tardy lamplighter quality is now 1. What does that mean? And the first tower bell has sounded. Oh. The nails of towers. Varchas has 5 mirrored towers. When each has sounded its bell, it is evening. Oh, so this is something like Adam's Way too. So it's like there's limited things you could do in the city before you have to leave. I assume. Okay. Okay, we shall look for your brother for you then. What about this? There's a jewel-turbaned youth. Is this your brother? He's winking at you. There is a furtive wink or a flirtatious one. Only one way to find out. He looks utterly overjoyed to make your acquaintance, the bangles on his wrist flashing as he presses his hands together in greeting. My friends and I would be honored if you would attend a small gathering with us, Thomas. We are so eager to hear about the world outside Varchas city walls. It seems an innocuous enough invitation, but then, why does his gaze dart around so anxiously as he tells you how to find his mansion in the Eastern District? Okay. I suppose I want to go to the Eastern District, go continue explorations, but let's do the others first. Okay, I could... What about the white cloak guard? The suns embroidered on his cloak are picked out with gold thread, and the edge is jeweled with carnelian. Tamas, he presses his hands together in greeting, then gives you an anguished look. You look terrible. Are you sick with the terrible outsider's disease? Or is that what your nose is naturally like? Over your protestations, he gives you directions to the hospital. Oh, the medics are all butchers, to be sure, but they walk in the light of Mihir. He adds breezily, and then points out the guardhouse and the vague direction of the Temple of Mihir, and a street of bars and gaming houses. We don't want to get a reputation for being inhospitable. He laughs, as if he has made a grand joke, and you laugh along weakly. Ha 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 ha. The second tower bell has sounded. Okay. Continue your explorations. Oh! I only get a few tries in the outer district. I see. Now I have to continue my explorations. Time to venture further than the outer district. The mirrored city gleams invitingly. You get used to the smell in time. Will I? Will I though? Okay. You walk galleried courtyards wreathed with vines and fungal blossoms. Long straight roadways crisscross the length and breadth of Varchas. The stone worn by the wheels of carts and the tread of thousands of slippered feet. Lamplighters constantly check the fuel levels of the sconces and replace wicks. Firekeepers check the coiled spring mechanism that control the angle of the mirrors. There is much to explore. Where will you go next? Okay, there are a few options. There are entertainments in Varchas, or the hospital. There's also the guardhouse, the Temple of Mihir. There is a mansion of the Jewel Turban Youth, or the inn, which is locked at the moment. What's this? The pilgrimage to Amaradri. Ah, what do I need for this? Dour-faced nurse. Respect of the guard. Okay. Jewel Turban Youth's invitation. Okay, okay. Since we're so acquainted with the guards, right? Let's just go to the guardhouse. Down a side street, you can see the sun-blazoned flag from here. Just follow the stream of white cloaks. Oh, the guardhouse. A modest stone building with bas-relief lintels and wide, unshuttered windows. The stylized sun of Mihir flutters from a silk flag above the portico. It is a scene of controlled chaos. You can see the white-cloaked guards bustling to and fro within, shouting companionably to each other while a stream of fungus carters, merchants, and ordinary citizens petition them. What's going on? I could train with the guards. Interesting. Well, let's see what's going on. Is it a particularly busy day, or are they always so besieged? We are preparing for the pilgrimage to Amaradri, the Mountain of Light, a young guard tells you, stamping yet another merchant's application. It always turns into a bit of a festival. Everyone wants permission to go, and so they come to harangue us when the sun priest turned them away. Is it a religious pilgrimage? Well, a bit. She makes a face. Every merchant in the city suddenly becomes very devoted to Mihir when pilgrimage season comes. Anyway. Okay. When you have completed certain stories in the city, the pilgrimage will begin. Ah, okay, okay. But the third tower bell has sounded. Okay, we can train with the guards. There's a formation of new recruits doing basic forms in the courtyard. The sergeant does not object when you slip into line, but he doesn't treat you with any particular gentleness either. You practice hand-to-hand combat for a few hours and end up on your back more often than not. They fight in an unfamiliar, light-footed style. A few of the more advanced recruits duel with curving, twin-bladed scimitars. Interesting, the sergeant grunts at the end of your session. You are bruised and possibly concussed, but quite satisfied with your morning, and you think they may have learned something in turn. Now I have respect of the guard. Yay! The fourth tower bell has sounded. I've gained iron, yes! Okay, we can do nothing else here. This one, I need a menaces, a dream of smoke, and this one, I need the Jewel Turban Youth's invitation. Okay, return to the city center. Okay, let's go to... Let's go to the mansion of the Jewel Turban Youth. They invited us, after all. It is in the Eastern District. Yeah, he did invite you after all. Ooh. At the mansion of the Jewel Turban Youth. You are not entirely sure what you were expecting from the Jewel Turban Youth's invitation. Perhaps a candlelit dinner and a genteel seduction. It turns out to be an evening of card games and chilled wine with his rather eclectic collection of friends. But as the wine is drunk and the cards are played, the gathering takes on a certain political tone. A raggedly dressed artisan begins complaining of the Agnihotri's trade restrictions. A novice priest points out contradictions in Mihir's mantras. A stone carver questions whether his daughters should also have to follow in the same profession. Will you? The jewel-turban youth stares at you, licking his lips. Will you tell us a story? A few options. I could decline firmly. Tell them of yourself. Invent a fanciful tale. Tell a wanderer's tale. Let's try this. Invent a fanciful tale. It's practically a sailor's profession. 70% chance. I succeeded! Your crew would have enjoyed this tale and probably added their own asides and embellishments. Still, you couldn't have hoped for a more appreciative audience. They gasp and moan and shudder guiltily as your story comes to a climax. Afterwards, the jewel-turban youth takes you by the hand. His own is shaking, and his skin is clammy. We are forbidden from the trickery of storytelling in Varchas, he tells you hoarsely. I have never heard anything so sublime. Okay, now the jewel-turban youth's invitation call is now 2. Yes! The 5th tell bell has sounded. It is evening. I know I was searing enigma. Nice! Yes! Okay, now I can do nothing else. I can only go to the inn. At evening, after the 5th bell, each tamas is assigned a room. The light is endless and merciless. Will you sleep? Evening in Varchas. All visitors to Varchas are given one night's accommodation in the city's only inn. It is a handsome stone mansion arranged around a pleasantly cool courtyard. Frescoes of city life are painted on the walls. Given how few visitors Varchas hosts, you suspect the inn is more usually used by philandering locals. Evening falls, or does it? The town's 5 principal mirrors are mounted on coiled spring mechanisms and altered their angles subtly to create the impression of evening. Across the city, the firekeepers throw pinches of colored powder into the lamps, and the quality of light yellows to a softer brightness. A few things I could do here. I could sleep. Or don't sleep. Lady warned me to not sleep here. But let's do some other things first. The wine maze lamp lighter. He is dressed in saffron robes and is indeed pouring wine down the throat of a very attractive dark-eyed boy. You could tell him his sister is looking for him, yes. He starts up in horror, spilling burgundy red wine everywhere. His young companion looks irritated. I'm late, he shouts. May he forgive me, and Agnihotri is going to skin me alive. He pumps your hand in gratitude. Thank you, Tamas. I won't forget this. Here, take my arc jewels. I have now 3 outlandish artifacts. Okay. I could go to the kitchens. The smells of cooking mingle with the fungus rot, but you aren't going to let that put you off your food. The inn's cook makes thick spice stews of fungus flowers and lotus root, eaten with chunks of boiled cassava and rice imported from inland. But it is the light-hungry fruit grown in the city which makes your mouth water. Tart-scented oranges and bruised yellow bananas, pineapples bursting with juice, tender coconuts with the silky white flesh scooped out and sap sweet on the tongue. Do you not eat meat, you ask in wonderment, and the inn's cook calls to Mihir for strength. It is forbidden to eat the flesh of living creatures, he says. Lucky the Varchasi don't fancy the seafaring life. It is night, although there is no darkness in Varchas. Time to sleep. I could sleep or I don't sleep. It's a 99% chance of not sleeping. The guard did warn us not to sleep, or at least dream, in Varchas, so let's try not sleeping. It won't be difficult to stay awake in this constant light, but the lack of rest will take its toll. You watch the light scintillate across the inn's wall. You pinch the delicate skin of the insides of your elbows and pace the length of the room. Did the mirror by your bedside just give you a roguish sort of glint? Are you going out of your Z-faring mind? You decide very deliberately not to look. I failed! Again terror, but that's fine, only 2. Your permitted time in Varchas is over. Time to go. Until next time. Dawn in Varchas. Outsider time in Varchas is strictly rationed. Each morning at dawn, the guard visits the inn to eject any tamas they find. They are polite, but very definite. Into the dark. Return, the guard tells you, but not yet. With that, they usher you into the darkness and beyond the walls. You blink, mirror dazzles from your eyes. It's cold out here. That's all for now. Is there any shops here? Nope, no shops. Thankfully, I'm well stocked. Okay, let's go. I think there are some more things here. And then we'll go up to Chelonate, I guess. And then we could go this way back. Or something like that. Let's find out what is on this side. Hopefully no more scary monsters. But there are probably going to be, given this is the Antuzzi and this is the south. This is the only place that we haven't explored yet on the map. Oh, what's that? That's not blue prophets, what are those? I'm very afraid to go up, but at the same time I'm extremely curious. They are millennial bats. Okay, okay. Let's try not to disturb them. Oh, I'm definitely not going towards that golden ship. Okay, let's turn off the lights. Go away! No! Go fast! Okay, what's this? What's this? It's a hen. Okay. Is a giant statue in the sea? Is this a heart? We're at Kingeater's castle. More! Go away, glorious dreadnought. I'm going in. Go away. Okay, they don't come in. That's good, that's good. These are hearts, isn't it? Okay. Kingeater's castle. Echoes stalk you through the colonnades. Is this a heart? Oh my god. Kingeater's castle. An old voracity lives here, in the far reaches of the sea. The priests are long gone, but sacrifices are still made. Perhaps you have come here to make a sacrifice. Perhaps the sacrifice is you. Oh, wait. The Gnomic Gallifan wanted to come here, didn't they? We've had the Gnomic Gallifan for a long time, since the beginning of the game. It's time to finish his story. He has powdered one of his rubies and is sprinkling it into a vial of wine. It is time, citizen. Are you going to drink that wine? A man out of time. He downs the vial and begs your pardon. Before you can ask for what, he's bent double in a violent coughing fit. You kneel beside him. His eyes are wide but unseeing, his limbs trembling. He retches, his teeth are stained vivid red. Master Bodane, he croaks, it is done. The College of Mortality is one less. We had helped a London captain. He pauses, listening. You hear nothing, but the Gallifan smiles. Oh, that is very just. Is there anything? Yes, yes. I will anticipate them. I'll... The Gallifan blinks and laughs. He grins at you, his tongue cleaning the red from his teeth. My master is a man guided by his principles. Liberty, equality, eternity. If his plans are achieved, you'll be among the first to receive immortality. I hope we'll meet again then. A promise of liberty, equality, and eternity. Gain one secret and an extraordinary implication. Okay, okay. I could lose my mind. Offer your thoughts at altar. Do not do this. Oh my god. Oh, I can construct the Fulgent Impeller here. Oh. Okay, so this is where I will have to finish the quest. I could offer your stories, all of them. This may take you elsewhere at the cost of all your Z stories. Choose it only if you are desperate to be somewhere else. Let's compile a plot report. Silence, desolation, the sense of an impending and terrible mistake. Everything is horrible. It's not really an appropriate title for a formal report, is it? Let's find something a little more clinical. Okay. Okay, what else can we do here? Okay, we could do this. The sixth witness. A woman in rags stands on the battlements, staring to the east. Startled by your approach. I'm sorry, I didn't expect anyone else to be here. Sit with me. No, do not look east. I only dare because I know I will see nothing. Like the five before me. It is my first time at sea. We do not get out much, but you must have traveled so far to end up here. Tell me your stories. You barely begin before she interrupts. How about the Gant Pole? They say there they see the future, if you go. Could you ask what the seventh will witness? I happily give my life to prepare the ground, but to know will be the greatest of honors. Okay. The sixth witness asks you to visit the Gant Pole. Okay. Okay, what else can I do here? Okay, out of curiosity. Let me do a cheeky save. We're only doing this for curiosity. Okay? I'm gonna lose my mind here. Offer your thoughts at the altar. Just to see what happens. Falling castles. A dead wind which blew from the north. A hungry sun rode the wind. It made of memories a castle. There are mirrors in the ice. 1,000 doors and none. The end of the chain is horizon's beginning. Horizon's beginning. Your throat is bleeding. I've now 100 terror. Okay, you now have 7 fragments too. And I will die. Isn't it? Okay. Let's not do that anymore. Yep. At least now you know what happens. You just gain max terror. Okay, let's not lose my mind this time. I could eat your crew. Not all of them will go easily. Do not do this. This will destroy all your crew and any human or near human officers. The struggle will wound or even kill you. Okay, also because I did a sneaky save, let's try this. Offer your stories, all of them. Into memory, the isle will hear your story, and then it will be forgotten. When it is forgotten, so will you be. You will pass out of the memory of rock and into the memory of dawn. There is only one place where dawn remembers. I'm returning to port? I was unlucky. Oh no. What happened? I come to Irem. No! Look, Gabe. Go back. Okay, so I guess this is a way to fast travel somewhere random in the Undersea. Okay. I am ready to go. An act of burning faith. Which god holds sway here? Storm, stone, salt. Perhaps no god that is elsewhere named, but if you feed it, it will calm your mind. Oh, this is for terror. Never mind then. 1 fuel and 1 supplies. Never mind. The terror is pretty low right now, so it's fine. I think that's all I could do here. Of course, there's no shops. Let's go and hopefully try to avoid that dreadnought. Okay, we will go up to the Chelonate and we'll go to Ganpol. For the first time, we will try and dive into the sea. I do wonder if there's any islands here, but probably not. Is the dreadnought gone? Can I go with peace? What is this? Is this... Ah, it's the statue. Oh, this is so interesting. This is so interesting. How does it look if I go underneath? Let's go underneath and look at the statue. Huh? Oh my god, that is so cool. What is this black smoke over here? I am so afraid. Oh my god, I'm gone. Bye. Beloved? What the hell is that? Okay, okay. Okay. I sighted the beloved. I know. Whatever that is. I don't like it. It looks weird. Okay, I'm back at the Chelonate. Good. Ah, this is a turtle shell. This is the glory. Pretty colors though. Pretty colors. Is this a smaller turtle? That's cute. Okay, let's go into port first. How does it look here? Okay. We're going to Ganpol, so we're gonna dive in this area anyway. Yes, we are starting some submariner quests. Okay, let's get a port report first. And then... Oh, there. We have a quest here for the submarine. Agree to a proud request. Seeing your ship, a hunter strides up to you. For the pride of her family and yours, she demands passage to the undersea spire of Scrimshander. A deal is struck. Few return from Scrimshander, not because of the danger, but because of the cost of leaving. Like leaving as in leaving a city, not living in the city. Still, your guest promises compensation to cover the trip and your safe departure afterwards. How generous! The truth-hunting Chelonate boards your ship, where she eagerly scans the ways for Scrimshander. Wherever that is. Okay, the Scrimshaw Chronicle doesn't do anything anymore. What else can I do here? Nothing.